Hi, your favorite uncle, and yes, y'all hear that air conditioner in the back because it's hot. Lady London shirt, went to go see her, and we're back with Iron Heart. Y'all, this is episode 3, y'all. Let's jump right into it, shall we? Now, y'all, the episode begins with them, with all the money that they got because they're now, six-figure earners, have equity in the company and all that, thanks to Parker and all that. And Clown is wearing Parker's hood. Y'all, why can't the black people be black in these types of shows? Like, is there like a reason why black people just can't be black in these type of shows? Like, what is it about these shows that when they see black people, they be like, let's put you in the most unrealistic thing you would ever do as a black person. This is it, y'all. Because there's no way on God's green earth an actual black person would have saw that hood, saw what it was doing in Parker, and be like, let me try it on myself. We would have took our black behind, saw that, looked to the left, looked to the right, called our grandmama, like, Grandma, you got some of that oil at home? Okay, I'm going to need for you to drop it off. I got some demons I need to rebuke. Like, come on now. Now, I do have to like John for smacking some black sense into Cloud. See, y'all, this is why, black people, y'all really need to stay close to your elders, your ancestors, your seasoned folk that's older than you. Because had she been around some old black folk, that scene where he like knocked some sense into her would have never have happened. Because what non-black spirit possessed you to do that? It wasn't no spirit that came out of Africa, I can tell you that. What European, Asian spirit possessed you to do that? Now, I gotta give it to Riri for standing up when he said back up. She's like, or what? She's like, oh, come on, baby, feel a frog leap, baby. I got magic too, so I can do stuff too. I appreciate Riri for having some blackness in her, but some of the stuff she's been doing isn't all the way black. Like, no, is there a black person in this writing room? And if they are they black? For real. Y'all done got me irritated, and we done just started the show. Show done just started. So, y'all, we get a scene with Parker and Riri, and she's talking, and she's trying to act like she's better than, although she is stealing. The thing is, how does she not believe in magic? Like, did she miss, the whole Thor, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange? What they literally do in Wakanda is not only just science, but it's magic. Remember, everybody, science is just magic with rules. But you gotta learn the rules. Okay, y'all, so we had a scene with her and Xavier. They brought up Natalie. Joe's here, and Riri's mom calls him middle-aged, and he's like, I'm 36. So the average American dies at 70. So yes, 36 is middle-aged. So y'all, AI Natalie has to get Riri together because she's being a criminal. A criminal. And I'm like, yeah, please, somebody black in this show. Be black. So, y'all, Riri was having a panic attack, and AI Nat was able to calm her down. I think Riri needs to remember that AI Nat is literally based off of her perception of her friend Natalie. Y'all, not Stewart being dead. I like Stewart. Y'all, we need the quirky people in the show. They done got rid of Stewart. Y'all, they done transitioned Stewart to heaven or hell, you never know, or purgatory if you're Catholic. Yo, now y'all know Parker was the one that did all that. Don't know how, but he did. Now Riri trying to get up with Joe to get this message so she can break into things. Now, girl, you better stop while you ahead. So, y'all, the scene with John and Joe, we're going to talk about this. So, I said John and Joe, Lord. John and Parker. Here's the thing about this scene that people might miss. Parker has little boy syndrome. There's a little boy that needs to be healed because this is a adult boy child. This is an adult child. Oxymoron, I know. Because he has something to prove to people who don't know that he's trying to prove it to. Now, that gonna get you messed up in more ways than one. Just saying, you know, just saying. So y'all, now we got Riri, and she done picked up this man's dad's ashes because they weren't close. Baby, when I tell you, that would have been in the trash. So y'all, Riri finds out that Joe is actually Ezekiel Stain, Obadiah Stain's father. For those who don't know, Obadiah went crazy and tried to kill Tony Stark not too long ago. And Riri was like, what did I get myself into? Now, y'all, here's the thing. I imagine if we were in the multiverse, these people would still be friends because you just will always find yourself around people. Remember, Riri gives Tony Stark energy. Ezekiel's the son of Obadiah. Obadiah was always around Howard and Tony. Somehow these people ended up together. Cosmic balance. Gotta keep it. In any dimension. Y'all, so Joe asks Riri why you do what you do. And she's like, because I could. And she's like, what was the real reason? And he's like, because her stepdad was obsessed with Tony Stark. So in honor of him, she built a suit. And Obadiah's like, been there, done that. Joe's like, been there, done that. So y'all, Riri's doing the whole heist, and now she's jumping in the water. A black woman got her hair wet. Who's writing this? Just asking.
Pre-qualified for a Carvana auto loan.
So y'all, now we got the hood and the one guy who owns the greenhouse, name's not important. They're talking back and forth. He's like, here's some money ticket. You're willing to risk everything? Now, y'all, when you're around people that make a lot of money, they think differently. They act differently. I hope Hood don't think that this stuff is not insured for tens of billions of dollars. Like, he's going to get his money back and just build another one and get his money back and build another one and get his money. Like, y'all be broke up here. Not in your wallet, up here. Now they setting it on fire. Now watch, when he come back, like I told y'all, you win the battle, he win the war, baby. Two of the most things that are the number one thing that's most spiritual is a pew pew. That is the number one most spiritual thing in this world. Number two is that dollar. Number three, which is actually zero, because it started all off, Rock Huckadesh. If you know, you know. Y'all, so Riri just saw Parker transition the guy that owns the greenhouse, which is probably how he did it to Stewart. Now they're flipping out because they might, transition as well. Remember when I told you about the all the way black stuff? I'd be happy to give this show amongst actual black people. Riri an event. Not trying to get others to say anything about others. That's a very black woman thing of her. However, the first one, we ain't raving now. Sorry, Stubby. So y'all, we got Riri and was it John fighting, and Riri putting up a fight. Like, Riri, but you got weapons. But here come the Iron Suit, here to save the day. She knew better than to get in with them, but once again, when your people aren't writing stuff, this is what happens. Because for the sake of the story, because if she was fully black, this wouldn't have been a good story. Just being honest, Now, y'all, Riri letting John transition is a proud moment. I'm surprised that she didn't allow percentage of blood to enacted her to go save him. I'm glad that she did that. This is a proud moment in black history. It is. And I'm glad that I was able to witness it. Seriously. Riri wasn't paying attention, and now that biomesh just there, that's what she get. Shouldn't have been doing that. So y'all, the episode ends with, I guess, the suit telling Parker how John transitioned. Don't know, but Riri's having a panic attack as she should. Should have been doing stuff she had no business doing. But like, comment, subscribe, share, come back. Hey.